Hey, yo, welcome back. This is not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. Now, today, JID dropped his new album, God Does Like Ugly. If you follow me on this channel at the very top of the year, I told y'all this was one of my most anticipated albums of 2025, along with Clipse, which did not disappoint, along with Wale. I'm still looking forward to that. J. Cole Fall Off, I'm still looking forward to that, and a few other projects. And with Cole's Fall Off on the way, and talk of Cole selling Dreamville, we don't have all the information, right, to know about the future of the label, the company, the collective, the festival, right? But regardless of the uncertainty of the business, to me, it is clear that JID, regardless, is in a position to really elevate in an exciting way. And I personally believe he has the potential, he has the talent to be one of rap's biggest stars. Will he fulfill that potential? We'll see, and we'll talk about it as the story rolls on. In this video, we're not going to do that. I'm not making any like grand proclamations. This isn't a review of the album. I've only heard it a few times. It's been out a few hours. I got it a couple of days early, but I really want to sit and live with it and listen to it and absorb it and give it the time that it deserves. So this is not a review. If you're expecting that, you know, I'm sorry to disappoint. But for starters, I did want to start with this video just on like as a fan. Like, I wanted to get into the 5 things I love about J.I.D's God Does Like Ugly album. Before I get into it, please subscribe. Please comment. Please like. If you are into the channel and you watch a couple of videos, please consider subscribing. Really helps the channel. And also shout out to everyone who joined last night's live stream. We listened to this album live last night together before we got cut off at the last song, which was whack, man. YouTube, man, what are we doing? Okay. Let's get right into it. 5 things I love about JID's God Does Like Ugly. First of all, number 1, the intro. You Ugly is the name of the song. From the second I pressed play, I wasn't expecting to hear Westside Gunn. I wasn't expecting him to be the first voice I heard on this album, but it fit. And, you know, they didn't list the features for this. So, again, I had heard it ahead of time. I kind of knew, but it still wasn't something I was expecting, right? But Gunn is talking major shit. So that just makes it fun. It gives it a type of energy. The beat switches, a couple of beat switches, a bunch of flow switches, production credits from Two, Shroom, Christo, Childish Major produced on this, Luke Crowder produced on this, Akil Pratt produced on this, and the intro just kind of takes you to a couple of different places, man. But the bars, I love how he just started. JID, that is, saying I'm live from the depths of hell with angel wings that have yet to flail, and fans argue about record sales like they record execs themselves. It's like we all under a spell, and I still hope this message reaches you well. God does like ugly, and I could tell. That's just the opening line. And that record sales line like really hit. As I'm somebody who works in the industry, right? I work in the business. I am concerned from a business perspective about sales, but I be saying all the time as a fan, I don't care what an album sells if I think it's dope. Like, it doesn't matter to me. And then we've talked about it before, this constant reaffirmation, like, oh, so-and-so sold this much, so he's the greatest. And yes, that's a part of it, but it's not a popularity contest when it's a skill. You know, some of my favorite albums are underground albums that didn't sell very much of anything. So I just love the way he set this up. I love that the Emma Stone line was funny to me. It made me laugh as soon as I heard it. And I love Emma Stone. I'm an Emma Stone fan, but just bars that you could see, right? Like, as soon as he says it, I'm like, oh, I see that. He says, far cry from bugs and cereal boxes on the shelves. Now I order escargot on the plate. It's a fucking snail. Yeah, Emma Stone behind the microphone. Comparisons pale. So, you know, Emma Stone's kind of light. He's kind of pale. So, yeah, Emma Stone behind the microphone. Comparisons pale. I just thought that was dope. Again, I just love witty kind of bars that you can see. That was one of those. And I love the Blackpink line where he goes, put the numbers together and something got to make sense. Put some dents in this bitch. Make a footprint. This ain't the blueprinting. This the black print. I let the K-pop know Blackpink. Of course, Blackpink is a K-pop group. So, you know, I let the K-pop know Blackpink. Just clever, witty bars. Like, I fucked with it. So I thought the intro was perfect. I thought the intro, You Ugly, was a perfect setup joint. Want to get to number 2. Number 2, the Community. Community is the name of the track, featuring Clipse, Pusha T, and Malice. And this one is produced by Frankie P and Mario Luciano. JID set it off with pitch down vocals. And the record is really him talking about his hood, his community, but he makes a statement. He comments on something that everybody's been waiting for him to comment on, right? He says, I don't give a fuck about no industry beef. Ain't nobody give a fuck when Tay was dead in the street. I don't do the shit you see on the screens. I be tapped in with true things. I peep your rap cap and I unscrew things. I don't give a fuck about them. It's at the top. The biggest on the block still get shot. So, you know, Lil Tay was JID's friend who was killed. I think the story goes, you know, he was hit with a stray bullet that wasn't even meant for him and died. I believe JID witnessed it. He's rapped about Tay before on other songs, 151 Rum being one of them, if you remember. But something community related, right? Something that really sticks with you in real life, like having to see that. Some real tragedy, and then he juxtaposes it with a rap battle. So likely, I'm because only JID could say what these bars mean. You know what I'm saying? We're not speaking for him, but likely, conventional wisdom, like, hey, he's talking about Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, the big battle of 2024, and we all know what happened. Because everybody wants to know what JID thinks about this because of his connection to Cole and Dreamville. So I'm sure he has gotten this question 1,000 times, you know, over the past year. And at least on this song, he's saying none of that seems more important than the trauma in the community. The message in this song is about the shit that's going on in the hood, the tragedy that he's seeing. So, again, at least for this song, the way he juxtaposes the rap beef with like real beef or real trauma in the street, I don't give a fuck about no industry beef. Because right now, what's on his mind is his man just getting shot down. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't give a fuck about them is at the top. The big on the block still get shot. It'll be interesting to see how people read into it. And y'all know me too. I always err on the side of course. I don't necessarily assume the worst or like, oh, that's a shot or that's a whatever. I think that's a reality. I think what he's saying is a reality. I don't give a fuck about the top of this rap game because you could be the top guy on the block and still get shot. Like it doesn't like anybody can get it type shit. I don't think it was a competitive thing. My read was, hey, this is just the reality that we facing and it fits for this song. But it'll be interesting to see how people read into it. Y'all gonna tell me in the comments how y'all really feel about it. And we'll see. Then we get to this Pusha T verse. And he delivers this verse like in a somber type of tone, tells his story, right? What's missing in my hood, I identified. Then I brought white to my hood. Shit, I gentrified. Just talking about a drug dealing past, right? Like filling a void, like whatever his aspirations are, and then have it. He has another couplet, caged in, one way in, one way out. Robocops on mountain bikes, ain't pulling mace out. Just trying to get back home from getting chased out. A week ago, a boy like me don't got a face now. Whole song just dealing with trauma, with things that you're seeing. A week ago, a boy like me don't got a face now. It was like some shit to contend with. Similar to JID, if you think about it, similar to JID saying, yo, I don't give a fuck about a rap beef. Nobody cared when Tay was dead in the street. It's the horrors that you see. And Pusha ends this verse with crazy how we hopscotch and double dutch danger between ADHD and all the pills that you gave us. How we supposed to process this anger? Really kind of making a statement, real content, real socio political, just talking to the block, the community, the ills of the world, content. This isn't just rap for rap's sake, nothing on this song. So I really love this song. Then Malice's verse. To me, Malice's verse was the highlight of the whole thing. And let's be clear, when Malice left Clipse, he didn't stop making music. He gave us no Malice projects. So Malice never, there's a distinction between Malice not rapping with the Clipse and maybe not rapping that street shit. But Malice didn't stop rapping. But this chapter, now that he's back with Clipse, this chapter that we're in right now, there's a renewed energy. You can hear it on the album. You can hear it on Let God Sort Him Out. There's something really special going on with Malice right now with how he's tapped in. And this verse is just further proof, right? My ghetto's not your culture. And it really die here. So hard to say goodbye. It's only lullaby here. Kilos turning boys to men. Gotta pick a side here. Some with Jesus Shuttlesworth. Some of us with Nasir's. As time goes by, it's eye for an eye here. This Mobb Deep. The fittest gonna survive here. So Malice just getting to the heart of the matter, and the rhymes cut through like very clear with the delivery, the conviction that he gives it. The references was on point from Jesus Shuttleworth, who was Ray Allen's character in Spike Lee's He Got Game, right? So, you know, Kilo's turning boys to men. You got to pick a side here. Some was Jesus Shuttleworth. Some play basketball. Some made it to the league. Some of us were Nasir Jones, right? And it's dope how Malice is telling this story, but identifies himself in this, right? Some were Jesus Shuttleworth. Some of us were Nasir's. Malice was the Nasir in terms of the rapping side of choosing the actual way to get you out of your circumstance. You know, rapping made Malice world renowned. And then the Mobb Deep references, you know, Eye for an Eye is a Mobb Deep song off the Infamous. This is Mobb Deep. The fittest gonna survive here. Mobb Deep had a song called Survival of the Fittest on the same album. Song is crazy. Malice did his thing. All right, number 3, Skate. Just starts it off. He says Kilo Ali flow. You know, he pays homage to one of the pioneers of Atlanta hip hop, Kilo Ali. He paid homage to the old ATL bass sound. He paid homage to skate culture in Atlanta. Sierra's on this track. Earthgang is on this track. They pay homage to Skate Town and Cascade, Golden Glide and Decatur. You know, just all the different spots that you know, I'm sure was important to them growing up and important to their friends and important to the community. Record is just fun. This record, Skate, to me is an absolute highlight. It's a great time. It's a great kind of breakup for the seriousness that exists in the album. And it's a great time right now for this type of nostalgia. I like what Metro Boomin did on Futuristic Summer. And then a record like this just really shows the range of sounds that Atlanta has given us through the years. Skate is a great fucking record. Skate is a highlight. I want to see a video to it. I think a video will be real fun. Again, Earthgang did their thing, man. I can't say enough about this record. Number 4 on my list of the 5 things I liked about J.I.D's God Does Like Ugly. No Boo. This is a Jessie Reyez stan channel, stan page, stan account. I think she's one of the best songwriters out right now. Paid in Memories is one of my favorite albums of the year. If we're talking about cross genre, I thought that album was phenomenal. The writing on it was just great. Her tour was dope. Took my wife out there. We had fun, man. I can't say enough about Jessie Reyez. JID is singing in Spanish on this one. This is a great song. This is a great song. The album has a lot of R&B. The album has a lot of like R&B, soulful, slower tempo joints like this. Wholeheartedly with Dolla and Black, of Blue with Meraba, you know, Spillage Village, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think those are all great records. I didn't love What We On with Don Toliver. That song I didn't love. That's for a different video. This is the 5 things that I loved about God Does Like Ugly. And No Boo is one of those records, man. No Boo is I really enjoyed this record. Highlight for me. Number 5, the last song. Number 5 of the 5 things I love is For Keeps. Perfect closer to me. Produced by Tool. Stealth is metal. Slow soul sample. And JID just telling his story. Like his superhero origin story. How he came to be. What he persevered. You know, just people not believing in him to get where he at. Even his own self-doubt. Right? And it starts with self-doubt. So he starts the track with... And every time I think the mojo going, here I come feeling like I've been trying for oh so long. You can't hang it up now, bro. Hold on. People all around the world knowing your songs. So this is for the diehards and casuals alike that press play soon as the clock strikes midnight. That was us last night on the live stream. Hit up all my posts with the comments and likes. First on the site trying to cop the merchandise. Can damn near recite every verse that I write. Or bought tickets to see me on stage with the mic. And tell me after the show how my songs changed your life. So every time I feel the mojo is going, every time he might have self-doubt, then he thinks about, you know, some of y'all that's out there, the diehards and the casuals, but the people who supported him. The people who buy his merch, the people, you know, as an artist, like you dream that people actually care about the music and the art that you put out. And I know a lot of y'all as upcoming artists can relate. I think this is the perfect song. Then he gets into told my mama I make it. She was like, I hope you right. Worked up the courage to hit up local open mics. Me and these raps got a bond so tight. I'm back the next week, even if I bomb that night. Yo, that's so real. As somebody as myself, a lot of y'all know I make music. Like being 14, 15, 16, going to open mics in New York City. Like I used to go to open mics where Mos Def was the headliner for that night before he really even popped off. And there was this incredible underground scene in my city in New York. And just that rush. And even if I bombed, and I bombed some nights, it's like, nah, I'm coming back for the next one. Again, I know a lot of y'all can relate. So those bars just, I know, hit me. And then he goes, at Domino's writing rhymes on the back of a timesheet. Bosses would grind teeth at me falling behind, trying to scroll through my mind to find beats. All I needed was a tempo to latch onto till I could find an instrumental that matched. This back when producers wasn't sending me packs. I dropped some shit on SoundCloud and people didn't react. I'd be happy just to get 10 clicks on the track. God damn, it's bringing memories back. I love it, bro. I love the picture that he's painting. And I relate to this personally myself. This is why I love writing, to get kind of these thoughts and these expressions out. And when I see other MCs do it, it inspires me. So I know, again, a lot of y'all are up and coming artists. I know a lot of y'all really trying to find y'all place in the world with y'all art, with y'all music. And if you haven't, even if you're watching this and you're not even interested in the JID album, but you're an up and coming artist, just go straight to For Keeps and see if that does something for you. See if that gives you some inspiration or some spark that you needed. Maybe you'll find some inspiration in it like I did when I was listening to it. I'm a few listens in. Really enjoyed this album, man. Like, I don't have a rating for it, like I said. And we'll talk about the different storylines about this. I'll make other videos about this album, I believe. I got a couple of ideas. But let me know what you think. Of course, I always want to talk to y'all. So hit me in the comments. What did you like about JID's God Does Like Ugly? What did you love about it? What didn't you like? If you want to go there, we can have open conversations as long as we're respectful about it, all right? Hit me in the comments to the next video, and there will be a next video. And I promise you I'm going to get that record back. I'm going to get the wall fixed. Just give me some time, all right? Peace.